Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky. So today I am going to be trying a foundation yet again. Yes, so this will be a decision whether I keep it or declutter it, because this is what I was going to use. It's the Kick-Ass All Day Wear. Yes, so this is from Soap and Glory, and they've been having on sale a lot on Ulta. And so my whole thing was that I tried this in a face full of new makeup, which I will be doing again in March, using stuff that's in my collection. And so this was one of them. This was going to be for my Project Pan this year. And I tried it, and I didn't like it. But that was the first time use. So I want to give it a second shot, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to give it away. So here is the situation with my skin. As you can see, I'm very fair. I tend to have oily skin. Yay. Nature's moisturizer. Hell yeah. So I have really oily skin. It does tend to be rosacea. So I do get red marks thanks to lovely rosacea. And because of the oil, things don't always stick. You know, it'll break through. And another problem I tend to have with foundation is because I am so fair, I have porcelain skin with cool undertones. So if you're a cool undertone, you know what I'm speaking about, because everything's made for warm tones. Like, everything's made for warm tones, and it doesn't look good on me. So I do not like foundation. I just don't like foundation anyway. I'm not really big into foundation powder, and the reason is because I just feel like it doesn't do me any, it doesn't do much for me. It's not doing me any good. So I just don't like cakey looks. I like very natural looks. So the problem too is that a lot of the time when I try on foundations, they do come up too orange. That's the biggest thing with me. They break apart, or they're just too orange. So this is a cool tone. When I bought this, it was a cool tone. The lightest shade, cool. When I tried it, it went orange. So I want to do this again with a basic powder that shouldn't change it, because I was using Kiko Milano in the video, and it does tend to be a little bit warmer. So this is just kind of a light, kind of neutral powder, Cover FX. So I just want to try something different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test with this throughout the day and keep you up to date to see what I think about it. I'm not going out until late tonight, so I'll be able to do this up until about 9. It's about 9 here, so that's 12 hours wear. I'm meeting people at 10. I know. New York City. That's what we do. So that way I can switch out my foundation, and there you go. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's like a local bar, but I don't want to go in looking orange. So I do want to point out, when I put on foundation, this is the way I do it. I'm very much a hands-on person, like finger painting. I don't use brushes. I don't use sponges. I've tried them in the past. Don't like them. Yeah. So I am doing it this way. This is what it looks like. So when you first put it on, when I first tried it, it does indeed look very cool tone, like beautifully cool tone. And the thing is that it goes on cool tone. You can see the gray kind of undertones of it, like almost like a pinky gray. Fantastic. And it does go on that way. And what I like is actually the formula is quite good. I really like the way that it goes onto my face. Looks good. I love the coverage. I think the coverage is just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful on this. It covers up the redness that I have quite well. And then I also have marks on my chin. You can't really see because somebody's calling. Okay, so as I was saying is that there are some like red marks here from, because I have oily skin back in the day, I'd get like, it's scar marks basically. Yay zits. Okay, so this is kind of the test, and everything wears off here because I do tend to put my, chin on my hands and stuff, so that's on me, but this actually covers quite well. Quite well. Oh, I like that. It does, actually. The coverage on this is really beautiful, and I love the finish because it's not too dry, and I actually like dewy finishes. I don't like matte finishes, and this almost is like that. It's just, go on long hair. No, it's covered up too. It's just a beautiful finish. It's not it's not too matte, and that's the big thing. And I can already see. Well, let's continue with this. So we'll get back to what I was having before. And the thing is, when I tried this on the first time, I ended up taking it off immediately in the video because I just didn't like it. And so I didn't give it a fair all day kind of wear test. And that's why I'm doing this today, because I think, you know, come on, let's not be a jerk. Let's give the product a chance. And maybe I was being too sensitive, but I don't think I was. Okay, so it is on. Now some people may go, okay, well, why would you try it on that way? Because I'm going to do it the way that I do it. I could use a brush, a sponge. I don't do that. I'm going off of what I do every day. And this is what I would do every day. So what I'm finding is that you really need to blend it in well, because it is a little bit darker than my skin tone, and this was the lightest. It's not a bad match. It actually goes on decently, so you just want to make sure that it goes in well and around everything. And it does. I mean, it does. It has a weird scent to it, though. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it does have a scent to it. Kind of like a chemical scent. I don't know. Foundation always kind of smells funky, except for the one that I use. The one that I use is a Korean brand that they actually discontinued, but I have 4 bottles of. Yeah, I hoarded it. Korean brands are really great for my skin tone. They just work well, especially Misha. The one I use has ginseng in it, which doesn't necessarily work for everyone. It can irritate people's skin. It irritates me that it's gone. So I have 4 bottles, and I'm focusing on that. But I have stuff that I want to pan or it's going to go bad, and this was one of them. So what I like about this is that it does go on quite nicely. It covers up the red really well. I do have a patch here. I don't see if you can really see it. And then I have like a freckle here, and it doesn't fully cover it, but I'm okay with that because I don't care. You know, I just don't. I'm not about full coverage. I like it to be like my skin, but better. So if little flaws come through, great. Again, I don't care about perfection. I just want to look decent when I walk out the door. I don't care. But what I also want to be when I take off my makeup, people aren't like, who the hell are you? So, mission accomplished. But I think it actually goes on quite well. I love the formula. I love the way that it goes on when it first goes on. It just looks, it's not too matte, but it's not too dewy. It's just a perfect in between. It feels good on the face. My issue is that it tends to turn orange, and I can already see that it's turning orange. It oxidizes like almost immediately. So I'm curious to see what happens here soon. And I didn't put it all the way down the neck because I'm wearing this, and I will be taking it off later unless the foundation really wows me. But you can definitely see that it's different. And I like wearing foundation where I don't have to put it down my neck. I don't want to do that. In case you don't know my channel, I'm really low maintenance. I want to keep it that way. So, yes. But let's try a powder on top of it. And here's the thing. Like I said, it's a light powder, something I'm trying to pan, something I've had forever, Cover FX. You know, it's just a nice kind of neutral color, very light neutral color, and I don't even know why I'm swatching this. It doesn't even matter. But you can see it matches my skin tone quite well, and it's just easy powder. Easy powder. Because I want something that matches my skin a little bit better than last time, because I think that may have played a big part into it, was that it was a little bit warmer in the powder, but it wasn't too much darker than my skin tone, but this is a little bit lighter, and I think this will work better in the end than the other. So it's really nice. I'm not really big into powder either. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not really big into powder because I feel like, I don't know, I don't like cake on my face. I just don't like my face to be cakey, but this is fine. So it looks really good. It is a little bit orange. I can see it going around my jawline, and I really blended it in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be filming other videos. So you'll be seeing this, and it either could be a real happy moment or a real, I almost said the S word. I swear all the time, try not to do it here. Try to keep it family fun. You'll be seeing this a lot. So it'll either be a disaster or people will see this and go, whoa, in the other videos. And yeah, the things we do for beauty. So yes, So I'm going to check in about 2 hours. 2 hours. Let's see how this goes. Okay, everyone, I am checking in. When was it when I did this? I don't even remember. I think it was 10:30. Was it 10:30? I think it was 10:30. So it's been 4 hours. I think I said 11:30, but it was 10:30. So I know, I'm like, whoa. So that's basically been 4 hours because it is 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, math. It's 2. And so I am checking in on this. It's orange. It is orange as hell. And the thing is, I am filming all day, so you're going to see the same outfit, and I look really orange. And I really don't like it because I have to put a disclaimer in every video how I'm trying out this foundation, and it is oxidizing. Like, I wanted to keep my neck kind of clear just to show you on purpose. It is oxidized several shades on my face. Like, it is bad. As far as it holding up, it is holding up really well. What I will say is I absolutely adore the finish. The finish is excellent. I love the way it makes my skin look. It looks very blurred. It looks very flawless. The color is terrible. The oxidation is frustrating, especially if you're a cool tone girl. I hope it can't get any worse than this, but never say never. So what I'm gonna do, ooh, that is so orange. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep wearing this, and I'm gonna even film more videos looking like a jerk. Part of me just wants to stop. But I'm trying to get on a schedule. And as you can see, I've been putting up more videos lately, so that's why. But yes, I will check in again later on. Okay, so I am doing a check-in of about 7 hours. It is about 5 o'clock. So I did start at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 hours, you know, if you 8-day work day, then, you know, this wouldn't be enough. But I don't know anyone who only has 8 hours. You're lucky if you do. So I'm checking back in because the lighting is still kind of natural. And I'm wondering if the orange is picking up, because I was looking at the tape saying, is it really that orange? And it doesn't look as orange with the lighting that I was using. So I'm wondering with this, because it's been cloudy all day, I was using the ring light and natural light, and so I'm curious if it changes it with all natural lighting. And it's a little bit wonky because it's cloudy, and so that's why I keep looking this way going, is that sun? Is that? So I may be a mess right now, but so I'm checking in, and looking at it, to me, I can definitely tell that it's orange, but looking at the video, it actually wasn't so bad. So like even around here where I didn't hit all the way, you can definitely see like the white. Same here, you can definitely see the white, because the foundation I wear right now, if I miss a spot, you can't even tell. I don't like to wear a lot of foundation. If I had my way, I would just do it to cover up the red blotches, and that's it. I wouldn't do a full face of it. I just wouldn't. So here you can see how white it is. Here you can see how white it is. Now, I did some lipstick swatches earlier, and you can see where it kind of wiped away. And so that was the lip swatches, not the makeup wearing away. But you could definitely see the oil starting to come through, which isn't crazy. Usually with me, within foundations, you'll start seeing the oil seep through usually between 3 or 4 hours. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it'll break apart. What I do like about this is that it is not breaking apart. So I'm just hoping that the orange can pick up a little bit better on my face. It's just oxidizing. It just oxidizes pretty badly from where I'm looking at. I know. So here's the thing. I don't want to powder it or anything. I just don't want to do that. I could, but I really don't want to. I want to see what happens, if it breaks apart or not. The next time I check in, it'll probably be about, I'm supposed to meet some friends tonight, so I hope to check in around 8 or 9. If I check in at 8, you know, that would be, I don't maybe do math. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 10 hours. Okay. I know, mathing. So it's 10 hours. because I'm going to switch it because I don't want to go out with this. Keep the eye look, switch out the foundation. But, and don't look at the highlight because of course the highlight's always going to add that. But it's more of just, I can definitely see the oil. And it's, what I find with this is that it oxidizes really quickly. Like within 10-20 minutes I can see a difference. Is it getting any worse? I think since the last check-in it's the same. But it sure as hell hasn't gotten any better. What I will say is that it's holding together really well. If it wasn't for the oxidation of this foundation, I would love this. I would give this an A+. I love the way it lays on my skin. It's not cakey. It has a nice dewy finish to it almost. It's really beautiful. I love the coverage. I love the way it looks. It just makes my skin look so good and even. But it oxidizes. So if it didn't oxidize, I would give this a huge thumbs up. This would be like a gorgeous foundation. But I just, right now, I'm impressed with the way it wears. I'm impressed with the coverage. I'm impressed with how beautiful it looks on my skin. It's oxidizing. And we'll see how it looks in several hours from now, but I really can't give this a thumbs up if it does this. I can't, because I can't. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and check in. I just want to do it in the natural lighting, and then I'll check in, and it'll be dark, and you know, the sun will be gone, and the ring light will just be on. And we'll look at it one last time, and I'll give you my final view, but I think you kind of know where this is going. So, all right, see you in a few. Okay, so it's about 9 o'clock now, and I gotta change my makeup because I'm gonna be going out here soon. So I'm doing the final check-in because I am gonna be wiping this off and putting on other makeup and, you know, whatever. So let's look at it. I guess it's about 11 hours or so, which, you know, is a full day. I did not blot or anything, and you can see the oil has come right through because that's how I roll. I have oily skin. So, to me, I could definitely see that there is oxidation. And then I watched the other video, the last one that I did, and again, it looks really good on camera. And I think part of it is the camera that I use is not the greatest always, and it doesn't always have the most crisp picture. So I took some pictures because I wanted to really show what it looked like. So this is in natural lighting, and I think you'll see it better. So I'll put it to the side, some photos in natural lighting and what it looks like, because I don't really feel like this video is doing it justice. But now you can see kind of how orange it is. It's just not showing up as well, and I think part of it is the lighting and the camera and the things, and so these photos should show it a little bit better. I mean, it's not horrible. It really is not horrible, but you can definitely see it in comparison to here. So, I don't know. I guess, you know what, because I'm taking this off anyway, let me wipe a little bit off and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so here we go. Let's just see if this helps. No, it's going to be red because I've done this. And it's actually, what's interesting is it's actually staying on here quite well. Yeah, it's actually staying on quite well. And isn't making much, what I will say is it has great staying power. Damn, that's really good. It just stayed right on. Even with the oil, and I have a lot of oil coming through, it stayed on. So what I will say is that this does have amazing staying power. It's a mixed bag for me because I really love the formula. I love the formula. If it didn't oxidize, I love this formula. It is that good. You can see, like, I wiped, and that's all that came off. And it doesn't even, like, you can't even tell that it really came off. You can a little bit, but wow, that's crazy. Not a lot. There, a little bit more came off, and then you can kind of see, you can see my freckle on my little mole. Hi there. It's more of like a raised freckle, but that's really, like, it really sticks on there. That's pretty amazing. Also, the oil came through, but I'm not going to complain about that because you can just blot like this, and then it already looks better, you know, but kind of. But you can see, I mean, I'm not going to get angry. It's 11 hours. Yes, this is what happens to my face every time I wear foundation. I love the formula. It doesn't stick to the skin. It actually makes the skin look really good. I love this foundation. Its formula is amazing. If you are a warm tone person who has more of like tanned skin or like medium tones, this may work better for you. So what doesn't work for me may work for you. If you are porcelain with cool tones like myself, you most likely are going to have problems with this because of the oxidation on it. If you have warm tones, this may work better for you, especially if you have, you know, a deeper tones. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Or not necessarily, I don't know how deep this skin, the shade range goes, but like medium skin tones and stuff, this will probably work. It may even work in deeper skin tones if it goes that deep. I don't know what their skin range is, but for me, it doesn't work. And this is the lightest one. This was the lightest shade in cool tone. It's light, porcelain, cool. And it went on beautifully. When I first put it on, it was just gorgeous to look at. Gorgeous. And it's just perfect. But then over time, it just completely, it oxidized within 10 minutes of putting it on and progressively got worse. I think it stopped after a couple hours and it just stayed like this. It's frustrating because I absolutely love this formula. I wish they could fix the oxidation because this would make me feel better about losing my favorite foundation because I would have this. But it just doesn't work. Not for me. So it doesn't keep oil necessarily at bay. Few things do. But what it does do is keep it from breaking apart. It doesn't break apart. It sticks on the skin really freaking well. This is just beautiful. I love the formula. I hate the oxidation. That's why I can't keep it, unfortunately. I want to keep it, but I'm going to have to declutter it because it just doesn't work. So with me saying that, you know why. So you may want to give this a shot. It's been on sale for like $10 on Ulta off and on, and I do think it's definitely worth the price. I wish it had worked for me. I love this formula. Gosh, I wish it had worked for me, but it just didn't. So it may work for you, and if it does, you're going to be really lucky because it is really good. But the oxidation kills it. So unfortunately for Binky, it is not going to work. I'm going to give it a thumbs up if it works for you and a big thumbs down if you're cool tone, because it lasted a long time too. It's really difficult. It's really frustrating a little bit, but I mean, it's really not frustrating because this happens to me all the time. This is why I hate shopping for foundation, because this happens to me over and over and over, and it's been like that since I was like a teenager and I was first learning about foundation and makeup, and nothing would work. This would always happen. It was taking me back. You know, that's why I found the Korean foundations and I'm like, yes. And so that's why I've stuck by them, as they just work better for me because they have those kind of gray undertones that are, you know, work better with my cool tone. Not all of them, but a lot of them do, and that just makes my life better. And I also feel like it's lighter coverage, so it blends in a little bit better. You know, it's tough. But I do think it's a good foundation for certain people. So yes, anyone with my skin tone, good luck. If you're cool tone, good luck. If you're fair, you might fare better if you have warm tones, but I don't know. Give it a whirl. So that is my review on the Soap and Glory Kick-Ass Foundation. Let me know what you think. Did you have issues with this? Have you tried it? I'm always up for suggestions. I do have a lot of foundation right now. I'm kind of on a low buy, but if it's something that if you have similar problems like me, I will definitely put it on the list because you go through foundation quickly and it goes bad quickly. So maybe in the future I'll pick up something and give it a whirl because I really am. Once mine go away, I'm on the market for new stuff. So let me know. And until next time, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.